¿Lo ves ahí? ¿Entre los matorrales?
Sí, pero voy a hacer zoom. It's gonna come out.
I just came to bless you and your dog.
You need to leave now. You need to leave now. I'm letting them out. Don't come any closer. I'm gonna let them out. I'm gonna let them out.
They say if you hear your name whispered deep in the forest, don't answer. In the frozen woods of North America, the legend of the Wendigo isn't just a story, it's a warning. It doesn't hunt you. It waits until you're alone. And when you finally see it all, starving, almost human, it's already too late. This case was never supposed to be reopened. For almost a year, no one talked about what happened in the forests of Hoya Baciu Forest, often called one of the most haunted forests in the world. But what we found changes everything. A man vanished in those woods. No trace, no body, no explanation. And then, 1 year later, something appeared back in the forest. About a year ago, a man went missing while hiking alone in Hoya Baciu Forest. Search teams combed the area for days. K9 units found nothing. No footprints, no torn clothing. It was like he stepped into the trees and was erased. The case slowly faded from the news. Until recently, 2, maybe 3 close friends decided to camp in that same forest. They knew the stories. They had heard about the disappearances, but they thought it was just internet hype. The first night was quiet, too quiet. Around 2 a.m., the temperature dropped suddenly. The air felt heavy. That's when they heard it. A sound. Not an animal. Not the wind. It sounded like someone calling for help from deeper in the trees. At first, they ignored it, but it came again. Longer this time, weaker. Like someone in trouble. Against their better judgment, they grabbed their flashlights and started walking toward the direction of the sound. Step by step, the forest grew darker. The trees seemed closer, the air colder, the sound stopped. And that's when they saw something standing between the trees. What they found next, you'll have to watch on your own. She was just loading wood. Nothing dramatic, nothing strange. Just stacking firewood outside her family house in the Vermont mountains, surrounded by snow and silence. It was late afternoon. The sky was turning gray, the kind of quiet you only get deep in the mountains. She bent down to grab another log. That's when she realized she was not alone. From the tree line, about 40, maybe 50 yards away, something was standing there. Tall, black, still. At first, she thought it was a tree shadow, but it wasn't shaped like a tree. It looked like a figure. Watching her, she stopped moving. The air felt heavy, the woods felt different. Maybe she already knew what it could be. Bigfoot? Or something else. Something darker.
Wait for it. Why does it look like a goddamn Yeti? Anybody? Because it's real tall. I'm not down with it. Alright.
The figure didn't run, didn't make a sound. It just stood there between the trees. And when she took one slow step backward, it leaned slightly to the side, as if adjusting its stance. She dropped the wood, looked away for 1 second. When she looked back, it was gone. No footprints in the snow, no broken branches, just silence. What do you think she saw out there in the Vermont mountains? Let me know in the comments. In the remote town areas near the SKINWALKER Ranch in the United States, residents have reported seeing deeply unnatural things around their homes, tall figures crossing roads at night, creatures moving in impossible ways, shadows standing where nothing should be. Locals say these mysterious beings don't just stay in the wild, they come into town. What you're about to see is one of those encounters, something captured and researched carefully. So make sure you subscribe, because what I've collected and uncovered will genuinely shock you. and I promise, you won't regret hitting that subscribe button. At the edge of town, right beside the land near SKINWALKER Ranch, there was a small house sitting alone against the open desert. One night, the owner noticed his dogs wouldn't stop barking. Not normal barking, not at a coyote, not at a deer. This was aggressive, constant, like they were trying to warn him. He stepped outside to see what was going on. That's when he heard it. A voice from the darkness beyond his fence. It sounded human. It spoke like a human. Soft at first, almost calling out. But something about it felt wrong.
You need to leave now. You need to leave now. I'm letting them out. Don't come any closer. I'm gonna let them out.
You don't have to let them out.
I'm gonna let them out.
Don't do that.
They're here and they're waiting.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna leave. The police has been looking for 4 days now. There's no one around. This is my place. I don't know where you're coming from. I don't know where you're coming from.
I just came to bless you.
I'm letting my dogs out.
Don't do that.
The tone wasn't natural, the pauses were strange, like whatever was out there was trying to copy the way people talk. He couldn't see clearly, just a tall shape standing near the edge of his property. It wasn't walking, it wasn't running, it was just standing there, watching. And we all know the stories they say, a skinwalker can change its shape however it wants. So what was standing outside his house that night? Was it human? Or was it something pretending to be? Let me know what you think in the comments.
Listen, you need to leave now. I'm telling you right now. I'm gonna let them out. It's midnight. What are you doing here? Leave now. It's midnight. We're not playing any more games. You are agitating my dogs. I told you late at night my guard dogs are out, and they're out. I'm not gonna be babysitting. You broke into the property at 3 in the morning.
Is that what you need?
They're gonna come out.
I just came to bless you and your dog.
You need to leave now. You need to leave now. I'm letting them out. Don't come any closer. I'm gonna let them out.
You don't have to let them out.
I'm gonna let them out.
Don't do that.
They're here and they're waiting.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna leave. The police has been looking for 4 days now. There's no one around. This is my place. I don't know where you're coming from. I don't know where you're coming from.
I just came to bless you.
I'm letting my dogs out.
Don't do that.
She disappeared. What the hell?
He chose to camp in the infamous Olympic National Forest, a place known across the US for Bigfoot sightings, unexplained noises, and people swearing they were watched from the trees. This isn't just any forest. It's massive, dense, ancient. Parts of it are so thick with trees and fog that sunlight barely touches the ground. Locals say once it gets dark in there, it gets really dark. She didn't go there by accident. She went because she wanted to prove something. She'd always been fascinated by Bigfoot reports from the Pacific Northwest. She thought the stories were exaggerated, internet myths, so she decided to spend one night out there alone to experience it for herself. At first, everything felt normal. She set up her tent, gathered firewood, started preparing something simple to cook. The forest was quiet, almost too quiet. Then she heard it. A branch snapping. Not a small twig, a thick branch.
Is that?
Somewhere behind her. She froze, waited, nothing. She told herself it was probably an elk, maybe a bear. She went back to stirring the pot. Another snap, closer this time, and then a slow, heavy step. Not fast, not running, just deliberate.
What was that? Anyways, dinner is served. I really hope that wasn't like a mountain lion or something. But I'm not gonna let it scare me to stay in my car. I packed all my stuff up so that if I do need to like just close this, I only have this to move, but you know what I'm thinking?
That's when she realized something terrifying. Whatever was out there wasn't trying to hide. It was moving around her camp, circling. Another branch cracked, and then silence. Complete silence. No insects, no wind, just her breathing. So what was out there in Olympic National Forest? Bigfoot? Or something even darker watching her from just beyond the light? Tell me what you think. And you think that was the scariest part? No, because what's coming next changes everything. I've collected evidence, documents, recorded statements, and patterns that people ignored for years, all pointing to one terrifying possibility. Aliens are not just a theory. They're still here, and there are signs they've already made contact with our government. Not rumors, not blurry lights in the sky, not conspiracy talk, actual connections that start lining up the more you look into them. What I'm about to show next goes deeper than forests, creatures, or legends. It moves into classified territory, military silence, unexplained recoveries, and encounters that were never meant to reach the public. So if you think this story was intense, you haven't seen anything yet. Make sure you subscribe right now so you don't miss what's coming next. Because once you see the evidence, you won't look at the sky the same way again.